on this track, fam.
Oh, think I need two more. Mari, that's our real food. Why would you do that? This whole thing of velvet cheese. The whole thing, yes sir. But actually,
shake it up. Shake.
So what you guys need to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that red button, that bell.
Comment and subscribe.
Like I was saying. So you guys, today we're gonna be making
some country fried chicken. We also gonna go ahead and give y'all a little mix of them homemade greens, you know what I'm saying, southern greens for your heart and your soul. And we also go ahead wrap them up with something special. When I tell you something special, it's something special. It's drip. Ooh, got my mouth watering just thinking about it. Ooh, Lord, just talk to me. But it's, you know what I'm saying, her family secret recipe, double bake. Hit them with that stang leg, you know what I'm saying? Gonna bake some macaroni and cheese, it's gonna go hard.
macaroni and cheese.
So
Baked macaroni and cheese. Alright, so I poured my noodles in here. I have 4 quarts of water in here. And I'm just gonna put this on the stove. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Mari, mind add a little bit of salt up in here? You must have knew that was coming next. Alright, okay. That's the most. That's cool. I put a little bit of salt in there. It's up to you. You can put a little bit of butter or you can put a little bit of olive oil. It's up to you. Whatever you prefer. Maybe that's butter and pepper, not butter and olive oil. Okay.
I told you I've been a chef since I was gay how to a grandfather.
Okay, just drop it in there, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, babe.
The butter. Now remind you, this isn't almost a whole stick of butter. Are you having a hard time over there with the Velveeta?
No, it's a science to it.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this whole thing of Velveeta cheese, y'all. The whole thing, yes sir. Well, actually, you know what? I used the whole thing for 2 bags. My bag, y'all.
Goodness gracious. I just said something about people being lactose intolerant. She trying to give me this cheese. I got to go work tomorrow.
My bad, y'all.
Oh, my
We're not going to use the whole thing.
They're going to put me out the office.
Whatever. So, on the Velveeta cheese, you guys, it measures. So, we're going to just do halfway, right? So, 2 of 1/3 of a cup. And you should be fine. Got some pepper in there. Very simple, but you want like your macaroni and cheese to be good and cheesy. That's why you do it this way. Make sure you have that milk in there. No, you didn't. So I'm just mixing it around so my salt and pepper can get up in there, and I'm just gonna put this in the oven, and I'm making sure to keep an eye on it. So I'm gonna say for about 8 to 10 minutes, you know, but make sure you keep an eye on it because some people's stoves are different.
Walk with it.
You know.
But anyways, to the next thing, we got chicken on the way. Put it together. We let that chicken, we let it marinate. Now
marinate like neck on you.
Come on now. Transform.
What it do?
Chicken is good. It's bird. It just straight up transformed on you. You put that seasoning on that bird, man, it just hop up. It's a lot. And I ain't got no bone. So stick with me. Walk with me. You know what I'm saying? We still youngsters in the game. So I'm just going to dump it. I got 2 nice clean Kroger's bags. We're going to make sure we put nice little doses of this flour. Go ahead and get the first couple of drumsticks. We're going to shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. For while we're frying this chicken. So as you can see, this chicken is brown. You definitely see the beautiful seasoning. Like I told you, I pre-marinated before I cooked it today. The chicken is brown, but it's not brown to completion. You can tell the flour is still a little flaky. The meat, like I said, is a little brown, but it's not brown to where the meat is completely cooked on the inside. So you want to also just flip those periodically and just ensure that you're keeping a close eye on this chicken, because as it cooks, you'll be able to see the meat and the skin will harden up. but it'll be like a nice golden brown when it's completed. And this is more so like a flaky white brown. You know what I'm saying? You want some of that melanin. Because I told you, we making this burger right here. This burger gonna be tasty. So make sure you stay with your eyes on your chicken. And you can get something like this. Stay with me now.
Hey guys, so I just got my noodles off the stove. I have it inside of the sink now, inside of the strainer. What I did was I ran some cold water on top of it to cut it from cooking, because if it's still hot, it'll still cook if you don't run the cold water on it.
We're working with something.
No.
We're working with something. Hold on. It's too early to touch it, huh? Too early. I ain't worried about it.
Anywho, so like I said, what's in here now is the Velveeta cheese, the butter, the milk, the salt and pepper. That's it, you guys. That's all you need. So what I'm going to do is just take my strained noodles and I'm just going to pour it into there.
So we decided to go ahead and give you guys the real view, man. Look how that just mixed up on them. Show them how we work.
Right. Get that milk everywhere too. That milk will let the cheese go through the inside of the noodles. So once I finish stirring up all of the macaroni and cheese, now I'm going to put it back in the oven. Now I'm putting it in the oven because it is baked macaroni and cheese. And the good thing about putting it back in the oven, that's when all of your flavors and the taste and everything just bakes together.
Sure.
Alright guys, so now it is time for the greens. Now, we don't eat pork, so we're not going to put meat inside of our greens. So I'm going to do some alternatives to make the greens taste good still, and we're still going to have that good flavor with them. Here I have my greens soaked. As you can see, they've been soaking for a while. I have some big pieces, but you can just go in and rip them up as you please. So you just rip them up, you know, they're clean. You just want to make sure that they soak so that they get a lot of moisture and they cook very well when they're soaked good. So, okay, so now with greens, any type of greens, that's cabbage, collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, like, you want to make sure you don't have your water overpowering your greens. Your water don't have to be this high in your pot. It needs to be low. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add some of my chopped up bell pepper and onion that I've already pre-chopped up. I'm just going to go ahead and drop that in my water. If your own garlic, can put it in there, but I like to put this in there. You don't need much. Almost like a teaspoon. Now, this part that I'm about to do is very optional. You don't have to go and buy this. It's called rice vinegar. So this is like a mild and sweet season. And again, we're not using meat, so we have to use alternatives. So this will just give it some more flavor. About a teaspoon, you know. And now, the secret recipe of them all, bouillon. Yes, bouillon. That's going to give it that meat flavor. Because again, we're not using meat. So, I'm going to put this on the stove just for a little bit. As you can see, the water isn't high. It isn't all the way up here. It's very low. And once the greens get darker and smaller, that's when you know that they're ready.
There we go. That's more clear. We're going to improvise for y'all, man.
Yeah, these greens.
We got to take it off the heat for y'all.